Today we've got Bernie, the other side. Bernie Madoff of Bitcoin. Not really, because there's, only a couple $billion off, but still it's an interesting article. This is from 2011, 2012. Well, this happened around 2011, 2012. Trendon Shavers was one of the first people arrested for operating one of our favorites, Ponzi's. He was operating a Bitcoin Ponzi, so pretty much an investment program. And we're going to talk a lot about fun programs today. So my name is Mike Kubera. Definitely stay tuned for today, and bow. Okay, so before we get into Trendon over here, who went by the name Pirate at 40. Pirate at 40. So already the name that he chose, the nickname, was hinting that, hey, stealing money, but, people trusted it. Anyways, so what we're going to do is, before we get into that, let's check out something really, really cool. First of all, this site doesn't seem like it's like, look, it's moving around, it's got smiles. That's a confident position right there. And it says it was up for, nearly 900 days, so I definitely want to throw my money in there. And this guy, he seems like a type of guy that would totally not take my money. As you can see, I've been looking through a fair amount of HYPs. This guy was a curious investor, and this program showed up, and I was like, wait, people actually are investing with something like this that has a website that looks like, I could have done this within 5 minutes, and I don't even know how to design websites, but like this, yeah, I can use WordPress and no problemo. And at first it just totally screams scheme to you, right? But then I realized, wait, people are actually investing in this. And one of those guys seems like this person, Gad Sibanmoa, which I was looking, I'm not going to show you guys all of his Facebook profile pictures, but pretty much most of them are kind of like, just throwing quotes up there. He seems like an entrepreneur type of guy. And the way I found out that people are actually investing into this is through sites like this. Boom, boom, wow, oh my goodness. 2,000% after 45 days, but that's not the best of it. If you scroll down a little bit, well, you will find something like over here, Bitcoin Major, 800% after 1 day, 8,000% after 2 days, and 80,000% after 3 days. That sounds pretty legitimate to me, right? And if we see right below, there's Insta Bitcoin, 80,000%, 6,000, 50,000% after 3 days. That's crazy, right? So just think about that. You put in $1. You put in $1. You wait 72 hours, you get $50,000. That something's not right there, right? Well, anyways, so we were looking at Lux Earn, and 40 said that it's paying. 2 are waiting. So that means 42 people have confirmed definitely that they threw money into it, which I think way more people did. And God over here was asking, I like the way the online business pays. He's an entrepreneur and author, speaker. What? Okay, but hey, that's how these guys make money. And this is literally what's going to prepare you for this article. So just remember, look at these guys, right? Okay, so for those who are not familiar with who Bernie Madoff is, he was an interesting little man. If you have never watched American Greed, I definitely encourage you to check out CNBC's American Greed. You will find one about Bernie, and you will... Bernie! Woo! Bernard Madoff! Anyways, he had a $64 billion Ponzi. And for those who don't know who Mr. Ponzi is, Charles Ponzi was a man, he was like, what was it, 100 or 120 years ago or something like that. Anyways, he was busted for making a little pyramid scheme. That's pretty much what it is. That's why you got this nice Bitcoin pyramid going. And the reason this is big news is because this was one of its first of its kind. So as you can see, Patrick wrote here on July 23rd, 2013, and it was updated 2015. So why are we talking about it on this channel right now? This guy was sentenced, but this is pretty much what is the future for a lot of these guys who are doing these giant schemes. Now, a lot of the HYPs, which are under like, 50,000 bucks or whatever, like nothing's going to happen. Nothing's actually going to happen to that. You do realize. Now, for the other stuff, well, yeah, there's definitely an attention going for like stuff like control finance and possibly when BitConnect falls and all that. So Trendon Shavers, this was going on in 2011, 2012. He was arrested and he was sentenced. And pretty much what the SEC did was they charged him with defrauding investors in a little scheme that was worth around 700,000 bitcoins, or more than $4.5 million. Out of that, I believe Mr. Trendon did take $800,000 or something like that, and he used it for himself. But the rest was paid out or it just disappeared. And that's the thing with a lot of these schemes. Most of these guys only get like 25% or just a small fraction, especially if they're promising high rates. So schemes that are promising 1% daily, or even less than that, let's say 10% or 12% or 15% guaranteed annually, may not seem as attractive, but they're able to function for a lot longer than stuff like 12% every single day. Because hey, there's a lot more money that is just being thrown out. Anyways, so at the time of this article being updated today, that amount would be worth $66 million. Well, $67 million. And that is interesting, because that was updated in 2015. Now, when Bitcoin was at $5,000, you can imagine how much money that was. I checked last time, I think it was like $120 million or $130 million, whatever. Actually, you know what? Let's do 700,000 Bitcoin to USD right now in its current state, where Bitcoin did fall a little bit. Oh, actually, wow, I was wrong. It's 248,927. Wait, what? 700,000 Bitcoin equals, wait a second, 2.4. Oh man, that's crazy. No way, that's crazy. 2.4 billion. Well, that's the thing with Bitcoin. Really? Did I mess up? No. Did these guys get it right? Anyways, yeah, so the Bitcoin went from being worth a couple 100,000 and millions to being worth hundreds of millions and possibly billions of dollars. Yep. Now, of course, that was if he was holding. Same thing with Mr. DPR. You know how at the time his account was worth like 30 million, and now it'd be worth hundreds of millions. So anyways, what happened was Shavers opened the Bitcoin Savings and Trust, BTCST. Sounds professional, right? In November 2011, it was an invite-only plan, which is kind of interesting because he must have been marketing it hardcore at the very beginning. And then once you have multi-level marketing or referrals, affiliate programs, then that's cool. But his plan promised anything from 1% daily to 7% weekly, which is the same thing, but it probably was varying a little bit. And those were targeting the bigger, larger investments over there. So Shavers refused to reveal the methods. Oh, wow. It was a secret. If I told you, then I couldn't do what I do, Pirate 840 once wrote. So anyways, even though it seemed a little suspicious, people still invested in it. I mean, hey, 700,000 Bitcoins came out of somewhere, right? And in August 2012, 9 months after the scheme began, Pirate at 40 announced the company's closure. So it only ran for 9 months, and he claimed that the fund was so successful and grown so large that shutting it down was the only move to make. I mean, yeah, he pocketed like $800,000 for himself within a couple months, so it's like, whatever, he doesn't care. And pretty much, he claimed that BTCST was sitting on over 500,000 Bitcoins, or $5.6 million at August 2012 prices. However, as the weeks went by, nothing happened. He didn't pay out. And yeah, that's how every scheme goes, because eventually they collapse. And the only thing you can do is close a scheme. So the SEC claims that Shavers paid out a total of 507,000 Bitcoins to investors in withdrawals. That's how schemes work. And they also say he took 150,000 coins to his personal account. So 150,000 is 533 million at the time. Right now, that's crazy. Man. And he realized $165,000 of those profits where he paid for rent, utilities, car-related expenses, food, and gambling. Gambling. You make money fast, you lose it fast as well. Anyways, so now he's behind bars, and this was one of the first schemes of its kind. And this is a little update. The SEC issued an alert today warning investors about the dangers of potential investment scams. Earlier this year, which was 2015, a Turkish scheme artist ran a similar con to the tune of over $300,000, and he has not been caught, and probably he won't be caught. And that's that. That's how it works. So, what would you do if you had a couple $100,000? Would you create your Ponzi? Would you create something maybe like a pump and dump group? What do you think you'd do if you were in Trevon's position? Anyways, my name is Mike Kubera. Hopefully you enjoy this video. And we're going to be talking about more Ponzi's in the future. You can't wait for Kubera coin and Kubera Ponzi. Just wait for that. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Bye.